King Catalytic, come see it. Me and them here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavily, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of
New toys, convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. They run over center with Mitchell. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And now they'll throw with Lance. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back to the 25. The sack there by Roquan Smith. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Play action. It's Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, here's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. Now Fields. And again back to commit. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Byron Pringle from a yard out. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Ready?
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Lance looking to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Lance to throw it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's got this down to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain. It'll keep the drive moving. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Hilton. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 2nd and 5. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Not only was that a nice run, it's got to be a little bit of a confidence booster as they head towards the end of the first half.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Dante Pettis, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
Touchdown, 49ers! Brandon Ayuk, 75 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Gold with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Lance now to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. 4th down, field goal try coming. So Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. The kick by Gould is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Fields now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Fields throwing again. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd down, turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Fields on target to Mooney, 1st down, Chicago. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On play action, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that one results in 35 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Touchdown! David Montgomery. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The Lance going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught.
And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Montgomery is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And pardon me, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Santos with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
To throw, it's Lance.
And now here's another interception.
And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. On 3rd down they go Montgomery. And some room to run now. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
74 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
On second down, Montgomery. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time here. Lance.
Got his target, Samuel.
He's got the first down and more than that. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Lance to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
But coming through that time and stopping him for a loss was Drake Jackson. Nice play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they will take a knee here.
A little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.